the last tips is children should know their parents' telephone numbers. So remember, kids, you have to memorize your parents' telephone numbers for emergency purpose. Okay, back to our question just now. So what are we going to do for this question? Okay, let's read the question together. Okay, imagine you are a police officer. Write a speech about home safety tips during a school assembly. So remember, during a school assembly. Okay, in bahasa Malaysia, bayangkan kamu adalah seorang pegawai polis. Tuliskan ucapan mengenai langkah-langkah keselamatan di rumah semasa perhimpunan sekolah. So right after I read this question, I'm going to take note, okay, about what are the important things that we need to highlight here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to highlight here is the word speech. Is the word speech. Then I'm going to look at the situation given. So here, I am a police officer who is giving a speech to the pupils in the school assembly. Okay, so now let us look at the tips of answering speech. So I have simplified the formula, okay, how to answer speech. Okay, the format or the formula, sit 3 hours tired. So what is sit 3 hours tired means? Okay, S stands for salutation, or in bahasa Melayu you call it as kata-kata aluan. Okay, then I stands for introduce yourself, kenalkan diri kamu. Okay, then T is the title of your speech. Okay, tajuk ucapan kamu. So for your information, the SIT, which are salutation, introduce yourself, and your title of your speech, is going to be in your first paragraph in your speech writing. Then 3 means 3 points plus 2 supporting details. If you refer to my previous lesson, I keep reminding you that most of the section B for method writing, we apply the formula of 3 plus 2, which is 3 points or 3 contents from the question, and we plus 2 supporting reason or details. Jadi, 3 maklumat yang kita ambil dari soalan ditambah dengan 2 supporting details, iaitu idea tambahan yang kita masukkan untuk support konten yang telah kita nyatakan di dalam paragraf tadi. Okay, then H, hours, is hope. Okay, and thank you, tired stands for thank you, which will be in your third paragraph. Okay, so next, let us solve the question. So just now we have mentioned that the first thing that you're going to have in your speech is the salutation. So for example, good morning teachers and pupils. Remember, you are going to deliver a speech in the school assembly. So your audience will be the teachers and the pupils, of course. Then I, what is I? Remember, sit 3 hours tired. I is introduce yourself. So I'm going to write here, my name is Jamie and I am a police officer, because it is stated in the question that I am a police officer. Then remember SIT. So my next point is about the title. Okay, the title of my speech today is Home Safety Tips. So that is the title that I'm going to tell my audience. Okay, then, so meaning my first paragraph is now complete with the S salutation, I introduce myself, and also T, which is the title. So I'm going to proceed to my second paragraph, which is 3 plus 2. Look at my first sentence in my second paragraph. Okay, firstly, do not open door to strangers. Okay, guys, if we look at the question again, okay, let's look at the question. So actually, I am taking, okay, so actually I am taking this point, do not open door to strangers. Okay, I'm taking this third point into my first point in my speech. So that is what I meant by point from the question. Isi daripada soalan. All right, so now my next sentence in my second paragraph will be, this is dangerous because you might be kidnapped. Okay, if you notice, this sentence is not given in the tips just now. So this is what I call as supporting details or supporting reason. And the reason why the wordings or all the words are in red color is because I want to highlight that this is an example of supporting details. So right now, up to this sentence, I've already have one content from the question and one supporting details. In my next sentence, always keep your windows locked when you are not at home or at night for your safety. Okay, let's look at the question. Okay, in the tips, it already mentioned about keep your windows locked when you are at home or at night. So this is my second point in my second paragraph. Okay. Then, finally, all of you should know your parents' phone numbers. This is also a point that I have taken from the question. Okay, children should know their parents' telephone number. So this is my third point in my speech just now. Okay, so meaning up to now, I've already got three contents from the question and also one supporting details. So now I am lack of another supporting details in this answer. So I'm going to write here, it is useful during emergency. So it is not stated in the tips, but I am purposely put it as my supporting details in my speech. So now I have completed the 3 plus 2 formula, which is the 3 content from the question and also 2 supporting details. Okay, So now, let's look at our third paragraph, which is our final paragraph. I hope all of you will take care of yourselves. Thank you. Remember, the formula for your third paragraph will be just now SI 3 hours, 3 hours, sit. Okay, sit 3 hours, tired. Okay, so the H hours means hope. So now I am putting the hope, or I hope all of you will take care of yourself. And the word tired means thank you. So now I have completed my speech for this question. So if you look at this question carefully, it's not that difficult to answer question for speech. Okay. The tip is, remember my formula, sit 3 hours, tired. Okay, sit 3 hours, tired. Then you will find that answering speech is very easy. Remember, your speech will start with your salutation. Next, introduce yourself and title of your speech. And this SIT will be in your first paragraph. And your second paragraph will consist of the 3 plus 2. And your third paragraph will have the hope and thank you. Remember, when you want to write a speech, remember the formula, sit 3 hours, tired. Okay, children? I hope you have got something new information today, and I really hope that it will be useful for you in your lesson and also, of course, in your exam. All the best. Thank you for watching my channel, and please don't forget to subscribe. And see you in our next lesson.